What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back for another live stream. Victory Monday for the Cleveland Browns after they took down the Cincinnati Bungles yesterday, 35-20. And speaking of the Bungles, I got some breaking news. As you know, we'll be seeing these guys again later on in the year, week 16, at the Dog Pound, wearing our Color Rush jerseys. But Andy Dalton will not be the quarterback for the Bengals that week because he was just put on injured reserve. And Jeff Driscoll will be the starting quarterback with Tom Savage. Yeah, Tom Savage being the backup. We got Rocket News talking about what I just said. Andy Dalton is out for the year. Bungles. Bungles. What's going on, Garrett? And some more news regarding the NFL. ABC has announced that they will be covering the draft as well as ESPN and NFL Network. Now, apparently what ABC is going to do is they're going to have the College Game Day crew doing their coverage, and they're just going to be talking about like the personalities and backgrounds of the prospects. Lawson, is that a New Jersey? No, I actually had this. I've had this for a year. This is Gary Barnidge. Yeah, I got this when he was still on the team, and then we cut him. Yeah, we don't suck anymore. How about that, Craig? Your team ain't too bad either, although I see you guys put Marvin Jones on IR. That doesn't sound too good. But hey, man, it's Victory Monday. I'm feeling good. I mean, you saw what I had to go through last week with The Undertaker 937, constantly chirping, flapping his gums, opening his mouth, running his freaking pie hole, talking crap. And look what happened. They took the L. Not to mention, they also lost their quarterback. And then, of course, he makes his crow yesterday saying, Andy Dalton better not be out for the year. Well, he is, so deal with it. It's not our fault Emmanuel Ogbah landed on his hand or something. God, Emmanuel Ogbah is a big dude. I'll tell you that. Yeah, of course I'm happy about that dub, Tabitha. Yeah, Steelers got beat too. I was very happy about that. But I'm feeling good about that dub yesterday. Now we get ready for the Houston Texans. I know Sports Fury will be there. It's going to be a good game. I'm fine with Jeff. He played better than Andy. Yeah, he played good, mainly because we were already beating the crap out of the Bengals, and we were playing soft coverage. So, Ravens won. Not surprisingly, they beat the Raiders. I mean, if you lose to the Raiders, you're not good. Oh, you lost to the Raiders? Well, yeah. I mean, we should have beaten them. If Carlos Hyde had just went maybe a few inches further, that's a first down regardless. The refs kind of helped out the Raiders low-key. But, yeah, it wasn't just that first down spot. I mean, they also missed a fumble. Derek Carr fumbled the ball. Even some Raiders fans admitted he fumbled, and the refs said he was down, or the whole progress thing. It's like I say it's like retribution for the Tuck rule. I don't know. We should have won that game. We really should have. It shouldn't have even come down to that. But whatever. Almost tied to the Lions with the most road losses in NFL history. Yeah, I heard about that. We broke another streak, consecutive wins, and then of course the road losses. But man, dude, these last 5 games, we got what happened? Let me see. Oh, it's just people retweeting my tweet or whatever, talking about the Sports Fury having merch. It's freaking sick. Red Rider is out, and so is our season. And yet Marvin Lewis is not going anywhere. No, he ain't going to get fired. They're not going to fire him. What really sucks is the Bengals are ruining and are wasting A.J. Green's career. If he was on a good team, who knows? He could have been nasty, but nah. Ty Scrum comes in here and freaking just deletes all that crap from Rocket News. I mean, Rocket News really wasn't trolling. He was just talking. Phone ringing. I don't care. Put you on silent. But yeah, man, it's Victory Monday. I'm not going to be on here too long. I might only go until maybe like 5:30. Yeah, Geno Atkins. I actually heard that the Bengals lost their left tackle, their backup, Jake Fisher, yesterday too. Speaking of left tackle, I wish I could count how many times Myles Garrett was held yesterday because it seemed like he was getting held almost every play. And then there was times where he was a fingertip away from sacking the quarterback, and the quarterback would scurry away. Oh, they are Undertaker fans. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, if you're fans of the Undertaker 937, you shouldn't be in here. If you slandered me, Big Boss, Ty Scum, or any of the others, you don't deserve to be in this chat. It's 8-7-1. I'd take 8-7-1 all day long. I mean, it's over 500 technically. I would take that without a doubt. By the way, Rashawn Gary declared for the draft. I see. I actually saw him, I think, in high school when his high school came out here to play, and I saw Jabril Peppers in high school too. He was a monster. Oh, it's David Prater from Oklahoma. Boomer. Yeah. Ooh, wow, man. Feels good to win. I mean, I missed winning. These last 2 seasons were trash. I wouldn't wish what we went through the last 2 seasons on anybody, not even Steeler fans. Although that would be hilarious to see what Steeler fans would do if they went 1-15 and then 0-16. Yeah, actually 2-1. Yeah, we've had 3 games under Greg, and we've looked really, really good. Really good, because remember, we fired him after the Steeler game. Again, and another coach fired after the Steeler game. And then played the Chiefs, then the Falcons, and then this one. So 2-1 ain't bad. And what's really going to be interesting is what if the Browns win out? What if we win these next 5 games? And we finish, what would it be, like 9 wins, 9-6-1, right? Because we're at 4. Yeah, 9-6-1. Although I don't think we're going to go 9-6-1. That would be nasty, bro. I mean, 9-6-1, that tie is going to look so ugly because we should have won that game. Undertaker fans don't deserve to be in here. No, not especially with all the slander that they sent towards us Browns fans. I mean, we all saw what Undertaker and his cronies were saying in that chat. Undertaker came out legit and said that I'm talking stupid, that we were going to get our butt whipped and that we were taking the L. But look what happened. They got their butt whipped and they took the biggest, fattest L I've ever seen. If we went out, we got to keep Williams. Yeah, that's the thing now. It's like if we went out and we get rid of Williams, that's going to cause like a little bit of turmoil because Williams is going to feel slighted a little bit, and the players are going to be like, hey, man, the dude won out. We should keep him. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, man. We can't wait to see what happens. Take it one game at a time. We're 0-0 again, 0-0, going to Houston. And then we got Carolina, very tough game there at home. And then we go to Denver on Saturday night to face a pretty decent Bronco team. And then we come home for the last time to face the Bungles with our Color Rush jerseys on. You already know. And then after that, we finish up the season in Baltimore. What's up, Bronco fanatic? Wow, man. I see you guys took care of business against the Squealers. That was impressive. Keith Franz, I don't know who Undertaker is in relation to football. He's a Bengal video maker. The Undertaker 937. He was talking a lot of crap about the Browns and then get this. He does like a little small reaction to the Steelers losing, and he's laughing at him and everything. Like, bro, why are you laughing? I mean, yeah, the Steelers lost, but didn't the Bungles just get destroyed by Baker Mayfield? And don't the Steelers epically own the Bungles? So what's there to laugh about? Yeah, Broncos fans do deserve to be in here. Rocket News. Yeah, there's only a few cool Bungle fans. The only Bungle fan I would kick out immediately is Undertaker and any other people who come in here slandering the Browns. That's funny. Any team should have a healthy fear of playing the Browns right now. Yeah, I wouldn't want to play the Browns. Not with the swag we got. Oh, why are Browns fans talking so much crap, man? They're the cockiest 3-6, 4-6 one team in NFL. Well, the thing is, this team could catch fire just like that. We got a quarterback who's feeling himself. Defense is getting after it. Receivers are actually catching the football. Would you believe it, man? Good things happen when you catch the football. I'll catch you later. I'm going to a basketball game. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Have fun. Yeah, man. I feel like that Bronco game on Saturday night is going to have a lot of implications, especially if the Broncos keep winning and we keep winning. That's going to be a good game. So, yeah, I can't wait for that one. But, of course, we got to get through the Texans first and then the Panthers. Oh, wow. It's going to be a fun ending. It's been a while since we've had games this late in the year that actually have meaning besides draft pick. You know, usually around this time, the past couple of years, we've been looking at mock drafts, wondering which quarterback are we going to get? You know, are we going to be able to get that quarterback or this guy or that quarterback? But now it's like, we don't got to worry about a quarterback this year. We can actually look at the other places on this team: receiver, offensive line, corner, defensive line, more specifically, maybe interior. Or if you want to really go crazy, get an edge rusher. That'd be cool. You know, I've seen mock drafts that have us taking Ed Oliver. If we can put Ed Oliver with Myles Garrett, oh my God. Oh, hell no. Felt good going into that game. The Steelers have a hard time getting up for games like yesterday. Plus, Big Ben was 2-4 in Denver. Yeah, I heard they always struggle in Denver. There's just some places, teams just, no matter how good they are, they struggle. I mean, we struggle all the time in Denver. I know that much. I don't even remember the last time we beat Denver. I know it was way before Manning. I think it was, I don't even remember. Didn't we beat them when they had Jake Plummer? I don't even know. It's been a long time. Very long time. Ravens choked last year in week 17. Oh, I remember that. Ravens were that close, man. All they had to do was finish off the Bungles, and they couldn't even do that, right? Maybe a wild card round. You guys own a tiebreaker against the Ravens. Yeah. I'm so happy I was able to go to that Ravens game, man. And then when time was about to run out, and when Greg Joseph was lining up for the field goal, I'm thinking he's either going to miss this and we tie, or we're going to win this, or the most Browns thing to happen, kick gets blocked and the Ravens take it into the house for a touchdown. That would have been the most Browns thing to happen. That actually happened to us a few years ago. I'm not sleeping on the Browns, man. I love Mayfield. Wanted him in the draft. Yeah, I know a lot of people wanted him. Giants fans said, especially Bad Dog has said multiple times that if Baker was there at number 2, he would have wanted him. people say, oh, Browns could have taken Barkley at 1 and then Mayfield at 4. I don't know if Mayfield would have been there. I mean, the Jets probably could have taken him. Someone could have traded up for him. Who knows? I'm just glad we got him because I'm loving this kid right now. This dude literally just went out and roasted people. He roasted the people on First Take because, they be talking about him needing to grow up. No, he's cool. I like him. And here comes Dingleberry talking about it. What up, Chubb? We are going to keep him for a while. Not going to lie, I was mad when they picked Mayfield, but I'm glad we did now. I mean, if you watch my reaction, I'm like, I would not be mad with Mayfield. I heard rumors earlier in that day that we were going to possibly take him, and I thought, you know what? Mayfield might actually work. Maybe let him sit out a year behind Tyrod and bring him out next year and let him roll. But, we all got to see what he's doing now, so I like it. I love the pick now. I know there's a few videos on Twitter, YouTube, of Browns fans that were mad that we took him. Yeah, dude, I'm sub to you, and I'm a Bengals fan. Yeah, Ty Scum, don't time out Rocket News. He's actually cool. He's not. I don't even know. I mean, yeah, he talks to Undertaker 937, but he's actually cool. There are some Bungo fans that are actually cool, like Jazzy TV and Rocket News. They don't, as long as they don't come in here slandering me, I'm good. Taylor should play too. The Begals are trash. That's their nickname, the Begals. Did you see my take on yesterday's game on your recap? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw it. Man, dude, I can't get over that, man. We beat the crap out of the Bungles. Now, if you saw how mad I was getting, man, I was mad, bro. I was like, the Browns are probably going to choke it. But as the time went down, I realized the Browns are actually going to win this game. Because the defense, sure, they weren't getting a lot of stops. They were getting clutch stops. They're like, you know what, Bengals, man? You can continue to throw passes like that. You're eating up clock. You're killing yourself. That's what we pretty much did. And of course, we stopped on 4th down. Game over. The second half was slow. I wish they would have let Mayfield sling it still, man. I wanted to put up 40 or 50 on those bums just to rub it in their face a little bit. But, hey, we still got the win. Win's a win. Moving on to Houston. I'll have my Houston video out tomorrow. No hatred at all. I actually have a few friends who are Texans fans on YouTube, and I actually have one personal friend who's a Houston Texans fan. Yeah, lives around the Houston area. He's cool. You guys' division record is 2-1-1. Yeah, I know. We're actually above 500 in the division. And if we had a kicker, we could easily be 3-1. Think about that. 3-1 in the division. Wow. Did you hear that Andy Dalton? Yeah, I heard. He torn ligaments in his thumb. So it'll be Driscoll and Tom Savage as the quarterbacks. Yeah, Driscoll will be going against the Broncos. I know Von Miller and Bradley Chubb are licking their lips. They're salivating right now. But don't underestimate Driscoll. He's actually not bad. Honestly, I'd say he's better than Andy Dalton. 3 dubs in a row on deck. Ooh, we'll see about that. We'll see about that, my dude. That Saturday night game is going to be interesting. Mayfield going into Mile High with Jarvis and the gang. Hopefully Myles Garrett's starving by that time, man. I mean, we need Myles Garrett to have a big, big blowout game. We need him to take off one of these games and just go nuts on somebody. Maybe it's Houston or Carolina. I don't know how good Houston or Carolina's offensive lines are, though. But I do know he can possibly wreck Denver's. I don't know how Denver's going to contain him. I mean, that's okay though. You can all watch, Myles Garrett, because what's going to happen is Larry Ogunjobi, who is vastly underrated, is going to feast. This dude has risen so high up my respect board, man. I love this guy. Last year, I'm like, who the heck's Larry Ogunjobi? Watched a little tape on him. I'm like, oh, this guy's a beast. Last year, he was actually good. He wasn't too bad. This year, he has completely taken off. He's a monster. I just wish Trayvon Coley could, maybe step up a little bit. And then there's Emmanuel Ogbah. The dude's more of a volleyball player than anything. This dude's really good at batting the ball down. He almost had a freaking scoop and score yesterday. That's actually how Andy Dalton got hurt. Dalton went to land up the jump on the ball and he missed. And Emmanuel Ogbah, I'm pretty sure, either stepped on his hand or landed on his hand or something and hurt his thumb. I want Texans to lose because I got friends that love to rub it in my face. Yeah. When the Lions went 0-16, they drafted a franchise QB. Mayfield is the answer for you guys in the future. That's the way it's looking. That's the way it's really looking. I think we got ourselves a franchise quarterback, and I really feel like we can do big things with Baker Mayfield. It's going to be a lot of fun. What do you think of Browns haters? They're irrelevant to me, man. I don't really think much of the haters. I just like basking in the, it's like bathing in the salty tears of haters when we win. It's a lot of fun watching the haters squirm when the Browns are doing good. Because for so many years, man, people were laughing at us, and talking about the Bungles, a few years ago, Adam Jones was looking in a trash can for Terrell Pryor saying garbage, garbage, garbage. But yet, Demarius Randall's out here having a little bit of fun, trolling his old coach. Jabril Peppers is talking crap, jawing at people, man, having some fun. And then Baker Mayfield doesn't want to shake his hand because it's like, bro, you were in our locker room trying to get us to play for you. We fire you. You go to a rival who we play twice a year, and you want me to shake your hand? Hell no. The Browns game scares the hell out of me, mainly because of Mayfield and Garrett. But our O-line has been playing better the past 2 weeks, and we played the Chargers and Steelers front line. Yeah, if you guys can contain the front lines of those two teams, we'll see what happens. We'll see what Myles Garrett has in store. But we got to get through Houston and Carolina first before we even think about Denver. I'm not a Browns hater. I'd love to see the underdogs win. Yeah, but of course you got those people that just straight up hate us, man. They don't care. They just want to see us fail. But the haters are quiet right now because the Browns have won 2 in a row and we're looking really good. And honestly, we're a good coach away from actually making a big run. Who was the guy who got hurt on the punt yesterday? I don't know. I know there was a guy that they took off on a cart, if that's who you're talking about. I cannot remember his name, though. But I think that might be who you're talking about. The guy on the Bengals who got hurt on the punt. They had to cart him off. Or on a stretcher. Do you think the Browns can make the playoffs? Yeah, I don't remember his name. This year, not really. I don't think we can make the playoffs. But I wouldn't be surprised to see us maybe in the conversation late in the season with like 2 weeks to go. I wouldn't be surprised to see us, in the hunt. But honestly, we'll see what happens. I'm not going to count my chickens before we hatch. I'm not going to say, yeah, we're going to be in the playoffs because I say stuff like that and it always backfires. So I'm going to just keep my mouth zipped on that stuff and let the things play out. And let's see where we are, around week 16, 17. And if we're in position, I'll be like, you know what? We have a chance at this thing, but we'll see. What did you think when the Bungles players were ruling on Baker Mayfield after they sacked him, acting like 2-year-olds? They sacked Baker yesterday? I don't recall them sacking him. There was the one time where they actually did get to him, but it was nullified because of a penalty. They did not sack Baker, which is impressive considering our offensive line, especially the exterior, the tackle positions, has been so inconsistent this year. Desmond Harrison, when he was starting, he was kind of a swing door occasionally. He was actually looking good for a while, but he started to kind of slack off a little bit. He wasn't playing good. And then they bring in Greg Robinson. Remember him? What was he, number 2 pick a few years ago? We put him at left tackle, and what do you know? It works. Chris Hubbard, he ain't doing too bad. It also helps that they're getting the ball out quick, I think they might have gotten Baker once. They might have hit him a few times, but I know they didn't sack him. At least that's what I heard. They didn't sack him. This is the second straight game where no one touched him, which is crazy. Are you doing a live stream for tonight's game? No, I only did a live stream last week for the other game because we were on a bye week and I was bored. No live stream tonight. Unfortunately, my next live stream will be for the Big Ten title game, Ohio State, Northwestern. And then Sunday, Browns-Texans. It's going to be a good one. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to live stream the Browns-Broncos game because I got cable and the cable provider does not have NFL Network for some reason. So we're gonna try and see what I can do to get NFL Network because I'm not missing that game whatsoever. The Browns could beat Houston if we pass the ball like we did yesterday. Our O-line held off Geno Atkins and Michael Johnson's and Dunlap. Don't forget Dunlap. And Michael Johnson, so we could hold off JJ and Jadeveon. I don't see why not. They didn't really let Atkins or Dunlap get after us, and then there's Johnson and Burfict in them. Then again, look at the secondary they had. Guys were falling like rocks, falling like flies over there, man. God. Wow. But another thing about the Browns, Money Mitch, you guys may remember him. He's coming back in a few weeks. They said he'll be eligible to come back for the Panther game. That's big. So really after this game, he'll be able to come back. That'll be big because against the Panthers and then the Broncos and then, of course, the final 2 games after that, we'll have Money Mitch. They also are possibly talking about Derek Willis possibly coming back. He might be the only other guy eligible for the designated to return. But we'll see. Yeah, true. But look at Houston's secondary, almost the same as Cincy. Yeah, they have a lot of injuries too. I think Jarvis could have a good game. I always say I want Jarvis to have a good game, and then he doesn't do anything. It might be because they're kind of keying in on him, making sure he doesn't do anything. They're like double teaming on Jarvis, and that opens it up for Callaway and Perryman. Though, look at Breshad Perryman. This guy was a bum in Baltimore. Doesn't have a job for the majority of the season. We bring him in, and he's actually contributing. And that's only because Derek Willis got hurt. But before this season, who the hell was Derek Willis? The dude doesn't do a dang thing. And then Baltimore game comes around, makes one big catch, and we all love him. That's the way we are, man. You make one big catch that helps us, and we love you. Got to plug in my computer. Why do I always start live streams when my computer's dying? I don't know why I'm like that, but oh well. All righty. All right, we got 13 people in here, 5 likes. Again, if you're new, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live or when I post a video. And shout out to everyone that's in here right now, man. We feeling good on this Victory Monday. I'm gonna start doing this every week after every victory. Njoku could have a huge game against Houston because Houston's linebackers and safeties struggle against tight ends. Do I think Jeff is better than Andy? Actually, yeah. It's almost like if Andy Dalton would have still been in the game, I feel like the Bengals' morale would have been completely drained. But because they have a new quarterback going in there with a different energy, and not to mention they actually scored points too, they felt like, you know what, we actually have a shot here. But our defense was playing soft half the time anyway. Although they did step up in key situations. What do you think about the Njoku touchdown? I don't know why the dude decided to jump like so early. Maybe he thought he could hurdle a guy, or maybe like I don't know what he was thinking. Luckily, though, we had offensive linemen there to push him in. It's contagious, man. It's contagious, bruh. Dangerously contagious. Former Raiders Sean Smith has been suspended for the rest of the 2018 season. Wow. Okay, cool. Who cares? Wasn't he in jail? Oh, well. Not ever going to talk about that. But what else do we want to talk about in here? That game yesterday was so good, man. I was feeling good. That was the first time we did something like that in the first half since 1991. We did not punt until, the third quarter? And, of course, that's when they took their foot off the gas on offense. I think they only threw, 4 passes the entire half. Teammates are quoted saying Njoku thinks he can fly. Yeah, he thinks, he has wings or something, but, he ain't no unicorn, man. He can't, or he ain't Pegasus. He can't leap. He can't, leap several buildings in a single bound. That was funny, though. I thought he was, trying to do, a wrestling move or something, or something. I don't know. It's what the heck were you doing, dude? But then he gets back on his feet, and then his buddies come over and push him in. We did score. But I will say this. I was impressed with Joe Bitonio's vertical. He's a big guy. And that Chief spike of his was impressive, considering the fact he's not a jumper. He's a special player. Oh, yeah, he is. I love Njoku. He caught every pass that was thrown his way. He might actually drop the drop coup. Get it? Get the reference? Drop the drop coup nickname if he keeps this up. We might get rid of that nickname for him if he continues to catch the football. And it's good to see other guys actually having fun out there. Like I said in my live stream, I'm pretty sure yesterday, if you're having fun playing football, man, the game seems so much better. You play a lot better when you're having fun because you're not sulking around. You're having fun, just doing your thing. That's sad. Our second string quarterback is better than the Bengals' first string. Yeah, that's sad, but it's true. Andy Dalton he's all right, but he ain't good. He ain't absolute garbage like some of these other quarterbacks. By the way, did you hear the Jaguars benched Blake Bortles for Cody Kessler? Cody Kessler is a starting quarterback again in the NFL for the rest of the season. And, of course, the Jags also fired their offensive coordinator. So all they need to do now is get rid of their defensive coordinator, and they would have done it all. The 3 stages, I guess. But dang, man, what happened to the Jags, bro? They, season starts off good. They beat the Patriots. We had Jaguars fans saying they're the class of the AFC. And I know that really got Steelers and Patriots fans triggered. I saw a lot of videos from Mac Main 70 and a few other guys, especially some Patriots fans as well, saying, man, why are you saying that? You haven't done nothing. And look what happened. After that Patriots victory, the Jaguars have completely fallen off. And now it looks like they're destined for a top 10 pick. That's sad, bro. Or a top 15 pick, probably. I don't know about top 10. If this continues, possibly top 10, but yeah. So what else are we trying to talk about in here, eh? Anything? Probably going to keep going for about 15 more minutes. That's cool. The game made us okay. Um, alrighty then. The game made us. Oh, Aquili says, okay, well, oh, okay, Spyro. That's interesting. Cool story, bro. Cool story. Wow, we got Houston and Tennessee tonight. So we get to see our opponent next week, this week. I hope Browns win against the Texans. If we beat the Texans, I have no doubts that we can possibly win out, run the table, maybe make it interesting in December. I mean, I feel like the Browns just got a whole new energy now, man. We fire Hugh Jackson. Sure, we lose to the Chiefs, but come out against the Falcons, beat them, go into the bye week, come out healthier. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, but a lot of the guys look like they benefited from the bye week. Like Larry Ogunjobi looked faster, looked rested. That's exactly what the bye week's supposed to do. You know, it helps you kind of rest up a little bit, recuperate, get healthy, and then you come out almost like rejuvenated. That's exactly what the defense looked like, you know, against the Bengals. They look rejuvenated. Why is Dallas playing on 2 consecutive Thursdays? Well, that's because they always play on Thanksgiving. It's a tradition. And then they just so happen to be playing New Orleans on Thursday again. But at least they got a full week. I mean, it's not like some teams where they have a longer week, but yeah, they got a normal week, probably. Wow. Bengals placed Andy Dalton, thumb on IR, and they signed Tom Savage. So the Bengals expect to do something with Tom Savage backing up Jeff Driscoll. I wonder how Dashy feels about that. The Undertaker 937. Because he was talking like in his Crow video, like, you know, you better hope Andy Dalton ain't hurt too bad. It's like, then he's talking like, we're going to see you again. It's like, well, yeah, you're in our division. And it's going to be even funnier when we sweep you because we wearing our Color Rush jerseys week 16. And as we all know, it's an automatic dub. Tom Savage used to be the quarterback of the Texans and then the 49ers, I believe. He was put on waivers by the Niners and claimed by the Bengals. So he was the quarterback, I think, that had like a concussion or something. I mean, wasn't it the Niners or something last year, or Cardinals or something that they played the last year and they wailed on him in the end zone? It looked like he had a concussion. They didn't bring him out. Yeah, something like that. The moment the Browns won, I took my shirt off and threw random shiz on my neighborhood road, and then I screamed, "Oh yeah, cool!" I think it's crazy how we almost beat the Saints in the Superdome. Yeah, if we had a kicker, we win that game. If we played Baker, we win that game easily. The bungholes should trade for McCarron. I see what you did there. Never forget that Hugh Jackson wanted to trade a second and a third round pick for him last year, but Sashi Brown jumped on the grenade, and yeah, here we are now. They hate Hugh. Was he good? I mean, he wasn't trash. And not to mention, I think, wasn't it last year again with Houston? He started the season with them, and then he stunk. And then they put Deshaun Watson in. The Bungholes, the Jets. Oh, you're talking about the Jets game when the moment the Browns beat the Jets? Okay. Initially, I didn't like the Mayfield pick. I know a lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't like the pick. I loved it. I loved it. And the thing was, I said this earlier. Earlier that day, I was hearing rumors that the Browns were looking at Mayfield. Now, if you remember, the weeks prior, I was more like torn between Barkley at 1 or Darnold. I was like, we can get Barkley at 1 and, a quarterback at 4 or Darnold at 1, maybe Chubb at 4. I mean, I was like all over the place when it comes to that. But on draft day, as the day went on, I heard Mayfield. Browns could take Mayfield. The Browns are thinking about Mayfield. And I thought, you know what, though? Now that I think about it, I would love Mayfield. I mean, if we didn't take Mayfield, I would have loved Sam Darnold. But I'm glad we took Baker. Technically, I guess you could say I was on the Baker train. The Baker train. I was a member of the Baker gang since probably the Ohio State game last year. That was when I really started to look at Baker. How long have I been watching the Browns for? All my life. I was born in 96. Of course, the Browns left town the year before. So we were forced to watch whatever team was on TV, mostly the Steelers. Thank God I didn't know what I was watching back then, because for all I know, man, if I was like old enough to comprehend what was going on at that time, if I was born a few years earlier, I probably would have still been a Browns fan. But I don't know if I would have, my fanhood would have stayed because, me watching the Steelers, look at how that they were. I think I still would have been a Browns fan. I would have weathered the storm. But yeah, I'm glad I'm a Browns fan, man, because, people laugh at me. Oh, you're a Browns fan? I didn't know they existed. Yeah. It's like, well, what's funny, though? I mean, I made videos starting in 2015, although I did take a few breaks that year because I really wasn't as dedicated of a video maker as I am now. Of course, you saw how dedicated I was last year, making videos for every single game, win or loss, all losses. I cammed up every week, and that was horrible. That was torture. They should show highlights from last year's Browns team to prisoners at Guantanamo Bay, and they want them to talk. It's like, forget waterboarding or that stuff. Show them highlights from last year's Browns team. That would get them to talk. Hey, we got Mitch the God Trubisky in here. What's going on? I look like I'm 18 or 19. Yeah, I get that a lot. I'm actually 22. Brah. I like Chubb better than Sonny Michel. Yeah, I do too. Sonny isn't bad, but I love Nick Chubb. I love me some Chubb. I saw him last year in the Rose Bowl, and I'm thinking, look at that dude. That dude broke like 3 tackles one play and then took off for a touchdown. I'm like, yep, I love it. But, of course, at that time, I was like, ooh, man, Barkley low, man. Barkley. Pretty much all the Browns fans were either Barkley or Darnold, and then you had the Baker people. And I was kind of on the fence with all 3 of them. Oh, Mitch the God has the Browns making the playoffs this year. If we make the playoffs, it's most likely going to be a 6th seed because the way it's looking, I think the Chargers have number 5 on lock. Unless they fall down a hill or fall down a cliff and collapse and just fall apart, which knowing the Chargers, anything's possible with them. But I think they're going to hold on to that number 5 spot. But we'll see what goes on, man. It's going to be a fun last 5 games. I'm excited. It's going to be real entertaining. Haven't had an entertaining part of the season with the Browns like this probably since 2014 when we were 6-4, 6-3 at one point, and then we just completely faltered. Could have been 8-8, but no. Future is bright. Yeah, it's bright. Now, after this season, we got to see what Dorsey and the gang do at the coaching position. Because I know there's going to be a lot of good coaches that want this job. We already got Bruce Arians pretty much saying, I'll do it. I'll take it. Hey, Johnny. Hey, buddy boy, I'll take the job. Don't need to interview anybody else. I'll take it. I mean, Bruce Arians is pretty much saying, I'll take it. I mean, Bruce Arians is that kind of guy that, they could go up in front of a crowd of coaches and say, okay, who wants the Browns job? Everyone will be like sitting there like looking around at one another. And there's Bruce. I'll take it. I'll do it. I'll do it. But then, of course, the Browns would have been like, ooh, that guy's raising his hand. He wants a job, but we're not going to give it to him. Let's give it to some random guy who doesn't want the job, but whatever. Yeah, Bruce Arians. I would love Bruce. He's even said that if he is hired, he'll keep Freddie Kitchens as the offensive coordinator, and he'll even think about keeping Greg Williams. Although I don't know how Bruce's and Greg's relationship is, like, personally. I don't know if they're, like, good friends or if they just straight up hate each other. But, I mean, I'm pretty sure they could get along. Mr. Dingleberry. I love Nick Chubb so much that I love, yeah. I mean, Nick Chubb has come a long way from that injury that he suffered a few years ago at Georgia. That was a gruesome injury, and I'm glad to see he's come on strong in his rookie year. I got a bold prediction. Baker and Chubb I think Baker. Baker will be nominated for Rookie of the Week again. I don't know about Chubb, but I do know Baker. Unless, they look at Chubb's touchdowns, and yeah, I think he could be up for it, but I'm pretty sure Baker will be up for Rookie of the Week again. And I think he's going to win it again. Yeah. Yep. Baker, touchdown maker. I'd be completely honest, I don't have the Bears making the playoffs this year. You don't? Or you didn't? You don't, bro. You guys are like 8-3 this year. At the start? Oh, okay. Yeah, at the start of the season, going into the season, I thought maybe the Bears could contend, but you guys got Khalil Mack, and I'm thinking, dang, man, they're really going for it this year. And look what Khalil Mack's done for your defense. I think the Bears defense might be one of the only defenses that could actually stop the Saints and the Rams. But the thing is, what about that offense? Ward will be nominated for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Baker and Chubb for offensive. I hope so. One thing you can tell about the Bengals is that they don't get conditioning because of the injury list. They don't get conditioning, yeah. Half their team's like freaking hurt. And it's so funny because when Baker hit, I think it was Fells for that touchdown. Nathan Zagura, who is the Browns sideline reporter and radio guy, he's on the radio for the Browns doing their radio shows and stuff. He was saying like Vontaze Burfict had his hands on his head, like, what did I do? What have I done? Oh my God, I let him open. I think it might have been Fells or Njoku, one of those two. Might have been Fells. But I know there was one time that's what happened. But yeah, man, it's almost 5:30. I think I'm going to head on out of here, man. It was a lot of fun talking to the people. Victory Monday was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this victory a lot more than the others because, we beat the Bungles. And what's funny is there was there was some Bungles fans talking crap, one especially, who I'm talking about. Me and him have been going at it. He says he owns me, but we all saw what we did to them yesterday. We put him in the corner, put him in timeout. We should have scored 40 or 50 on them, but the Browns pretty much called off the dogs, and the Bengals almost came back. I was kind of getting scared for a while. But the defense stepped up in big moments and prevented the Bengals from coming back. Why was Zagura suspended? Oh, man. I think it was, the Saints game? The refs made some bad call, and Zagura was, I guess, going at one of the refs, and I guess the team didn't like it, so they suspended him from the sidelines for a long time. And they actually held him off the radio for a few weeks, too. He couldn't go on the radio shows or anything. So it's good to see him back out there. I'm glad he was out on the sidelines to witness that beatdown that we gave the Bungles. That was so awesome to see that. I mean, when that game started, I'm thinking, okay, let's see what we got here. Go right on down the field, score 4 straight touchdowns in the first half. And I'm like, wow. Imagine being on the defense, though. They only have, 9 minutes of, offensive possession for the Bengals? Something like that. Wasn't much. The defense, I mean, wow, the defense, man, they go out there, do work, go back on the sidelines, watch the Browns offenses kill them. But, I mean, that was a lot of fun. But, yeah, I'm going to head on out of here. It's 5:30. We've been going for almost an hour. But this was a lot of fun. Hopefully I'll be doing more of these Victory Mondays. Or, in the case of if we win on Saturday against the Broncos, that would be a Victory Sunday, I guess. But this was a lot of fun. Hopefully I'll have a few more this year. God willing, we have 5 more Victory Mondays. Could you imagine that? Maybe we even had some playoff ones. How about that, huh? But I'm not going to go into talking about playoffs because I don't want to jump the gun. In the past, I've jumped the gun and it's backfired in my face. But I do think the Browns can really make it interesting going into the end of the season. And maybe we can ride a little wave into the offseason, and we'll see what happens with this coaching search. And then free agency. That's another thing I never mentioned. Imagine being an impending free agent, right? Like a free agent wide receiver or a free agent corner or, a free agent, something like that, a free agent player. You're thinking about where you're going to be playing next year. You look at, usually in years past, I'm pretty sure if the Browns came calling, you'd be like, no, nada. Don't even, block my number, get out of my mentions, bye. But nowadays, they're like, ooh, look at the Browns, though. Do I want to go play with Baker Mayfield? Hell yeah. Do I want to go possibly play with Bruce Arians? Yeah. Or, any other coach, whatever coach we get. If we get DeFilippo, maybe we could see some of his former players wanting to come over here. Or if we get Mike McCarthy, imagine, I don't know about Mike McCarthy. Although Packers fans are actually saying, oh, yeah, man, he's going to go to Cleveland. I don't know. We'll see. I think that I would not be surprised if he came here, though, just because of Elliott Wolf and Alonzo Highsmith. When does Josh Gordon become a free agent? I don't know. I thought I heard something about this season or next season or something. I'm pretty sure it'll be this season. But because, he has to play in 10 games. And I think he's played around that number. So he'll probably be a free agent, I think this year or something. I don't know. We'll see. It's a little too early to talk about free agency. Although, it's too early to talk about free agency, but it's never too early to talk about the draft. Yeah, I don't know. The whole draft free agency thing is kind of weird. You have free agency before the draft, but yet they say you complement your team through the draft. You build your team through the draft and complement through free agency. It's kind of reversed. You can't have much left. The dude's been an impending free agent for 6 years. Because I think he was supposed to be a free agent, and then 1 year, and then he got suspended for a year, and then he came back, and then he got suspended again, and then he came back, and then we traded him. I don't know when he's going to be a free agent. I guess when we see his name on the free agent list, that's when he's going to be a free agent. Low-key, I'm kind of sad we got rid of him because we really could have used him. I would have loved to see Baker throw dimes to Josh Gordon. And I know Josh Gordon would have loved it too. He could have been tearing defenses apart. But, we couldn't trust him. And we sent him to, of course, New England for a half-eaten sub sandwich. And he's balling out over there. So, yeah, hope he's having a lot of fun over there with Tom Brady. Yeah, he can't have long to go. I'm pretty sure I heard he's going to be a free agent this year. If not this year, probably next year. But yeah, I think I'm going to head on out. And I'll just wait and see what we get with this rankings for the Buckeyes. See if the Buckeyes move up or down in the CFP rankings. Hopefully they move up. I mean, we beat the crap out of that team up north. We better move up. Watch us stay at 10. Wouldn't that just be depressing? We destroy the team up north and we still can't move up. I mean, we moved up in the coaches poll. I think we're 6 now, so I think we're going to move up in the CFP rankings, but we'll see. But as I mentioned, I will be live streaming the Big Ten title game, Ohio State, Northwestern. And then Dorsey should sign him. Yeah, I think whatever, man. I'm going to be doing the Northwestern Ohio State game on Saturday. And then on Sunday, of course, I got Browns Texans. It's going to be another fun week. This was a very good weekend for us because Ohio State basketball won. The Cavs won twice, winning streak. And then the Browns won. So very good weekend for me. It was a lot of fun. We take W's. We don't take L's. No. But yeah, I'm going to head on out of here. I know I said that like 5 times already, but I'm going to head on out. Shout out to everyone that joined in. Got 10 likes. And funny part is, I believe my stream yesterday was like 4 hours or something. And I was like so close to having it be 4:20. That would have been hilarious to stop it right at 4:20. Smoke weed every day. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I'm glad I could talk to the people, man. I'm going to be doing a lot more live streams in the future. I know after the football season's over, I'm probably go live for free agency, maybe like an hour before free agency goes down, like the day it opens up. Like maybe 3 o'clock, because, as we all know, free agency starts at 4 o'clock. And I'll be going live probably about 3 o'clock to, talk to the people, talk about possible moves that have been made, who will be signing, is there any interest with anybody, and all that jazz. And then on draft day, I mean, we'll see what's going on. I don't really know what I'm doing. Because I usually go to Buffalo Wild Wings every year. If I stay at home base this year, for the draft, I'll go live probably an hour before again. But if not, then I'll probably go. I'm going to go live regardless, but who knows when. But yeah, I'm going to end this. Shout out to everyone in the stream. Shout out to all the people that came in the chat. Mr. Dingleberry, Lawson, Rocket News, even though he kept getting freaking kicked out by, Ty Scum because, he's a Bengal fan, people think he's trolling me, but he's not. Shout out to my guy from Oklahoma, David Prater, Boomer, Spyro Boss, Mitch the God Trubisky, a Bronco Fanatic came in here, Craig was in here, Hurricane Lane, Bloopum was in here. I added the Bloopum. But yeah, shout out to everyone in here, Matt the Rat, Tyscom, of course, keeping an eye on the chat, making sure no one's out here acting a fool. Because I'm pretty sure we're like the only people that were really talking. Gregory, it's up to you. Steel City, what's going on? Glad you guys could come in here. Of course, I'm literally about to leave. So, oh yeah, they're showing Baker Mayfield just totally give Hewitt Jackson the cold shoulder. At least he had the presence of mind, kind of dap him up a little bit. We didn't want to hug. He's like, no, not hugging you, bum. Tried to ruin my career. Get the heck out of here. But yeah, man, fun weekend. Got another good one coming up. So tomorrow I will have my Texans preview video coming out, not a live stream, just a video, what I usually do. And then I'll have my picks video coming out a little while after that. So that's going to do it. I'm Crazy Dog 99. Let's go Browns. And I'm out of here. Boom, right at the hour mark.